our Worldview segment. This is the moment in our service right before the message. We want you to be informed so you can know how to pray, so that you can be empowered to do something, empowered to act. Remember, Leonardo da Vinci, he said there are three types of people in the world, three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, and those who do not see. We want to be in that category of those that see. There's a famous verse in 1 Chronicles 12:32. It talks about the sons of Issachar. And it says this about the sons of Issachar: they understood the times in which they live, and so they knew what they should do. We, as the people of God, want to understand the times in which we live so that we could know how to pray, so that we would know how we, in our day and age, should act. I want to talk for just a few moments on the clashing of world views. We're in a titanic struggle for the soul of our country, really of Western civilization. And there are two worldviews that are battling it out, if you will: progressivism and conservatism. These are not so much political statements as they are factual realities. And this battle, there will be only one winner. And it will determine the course of our country for the next 100 years if Jesus tarries. When you think of progressivism, you have to think of like the French Revolution, the Bolshevik commissars, or more recently, members of Antifa. They basically have one thing in common. They are practicing secular humanists, and they default to the worldview of Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan had a tenet of his faith, of atheism. He basically said this: the material universe is all that is, all that was, and all that ever will be. What a depressing way to look at life, right? Like we're some cosmic accident here on this blue planet called planet Earth. So progressives, their worldview amounts to really three things. First of all human life is nothing special. There is no ultimate right or wrong. Truth is relative. And the Darwinian mechanism of mutation and natural selection determines everything that's relevant to humanity. That's pretty much how a progressive views life. A conservative worldview is based on what we call the Judeo-Christian ethic, which means the Old Testament Torah the Jews gave us, the New Testament revelation of Christ. Both Old and New Testament combine and make up the Bible. Hence, Western civilization and how we have all benefited and profited from it was built and based on this Judeo-Christian worldview, a lens through which we see the world. And a conservative or a Judeo-Christian worldview is basically built on four things. First of all, the world was created by God for a purpose. We'll be talking about life purpose here in just a moment. Second of all, human decisions should be guided by a set of principles that Western civilization adopted as the 10 Commandments. These prohibitions, they do exist, they should exist, against murder, stealing, abuse of women and children, lying, the 10 Commandments and the principles under each of those commandments. These are immutable laws that form the bedrock of a market economy and a stable society, which have become the foundation of our behavior in Western civilization, which is crumbling before our very eyes. So consider the implication of a secular worldview, how profound that is, that there's only matter and all that matters is matter. Contrast that to a New York Times best-selling author, Eric Matakish. Eric Matakish, he said this: if matter is all that there is, then nothing matters. I love that quote. There's more to existence, to your existence. There's more to living, to life, than what we can just simply taste, touch, see, or feel. There is eternal realities and eternal value. If we are no more than cosmic dust that metabolized over millions of years and are only some chemical life form that exists for a brief moment and then disintegrates into nothingness, how hopeless would that be? But we know we're more than that. We are imago Dei. We are image bearers of God, and there is a creator, and he created each and every one of us for a divine purpose. There is meaning to our lives.